Okay, back at you with another video here for the NBA preseason, the final slate here for the preseason on Friday. We got 10 games. Real quick though, if you guys have been enjoying the content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It really helps me out. So yeah, let's look really quick to see how we did last night. So yeah, took down a small GPP. It was a pretty good night for me. I really liked that New Orleans-Toronto game, so I had to stack that and ran it back with a couple Jazz. Ended up working out. I liked Julius Randle a little bit more than Mirotic, and he outscored him by about 10. But yeah, Sakam went off. Greg Monroe was a little disappointing. I talked about possibly pivoting off him. I just couldn't do it. But yeah, overall, pretty good night. So let's look into today's slate real quick. Okay, so first, let's look at the over-unders. So we got Charlotte and Dallas is 218. The Pistons and the Cavs are also 218. Spurs, Magic 211. Nets, Knicks 224. Hawks, Heat 216. Nuggets, Bulls 226. Rockets, Grizzlies 226. Timberwolves, Bulls 227. Kings, Blazers 223. And the Lakers, Warriors, the highest home run of the night at 232. Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to go team by team, what news we have so far. So for the Pistons, last game, Reggie Jackson saw 20 minutes, Bullock 26, Blake Griffin 27, Stanley Johnson 30, and Drummond 35. So Reggie Jackson practiced. We don't know if he's playing, and same thing here with Stanley Johnson, so we're going to kind of wait and see. The guy that I have the most interest in is definitely Drummond because he's been seeing the most minutes. For the Cavs, we got Kevin Love, C.D. Osman, Larry Nance are out. Rodney Hood might play. And then they said J.R. Smith has a big wrap around his elbow, so I don't think he's going to play either. So with that all being said, Ante Zizic is picking up the start. So definitely have interest in him as well as Colin Sexton, the rookie. So yeah, let's move on to the Hornets. What we know so far, not a whole lot. We're going to have to kind of go wait and see approach for them. So Dallas, Dirk's out and Harrison Barnes is out as well. We don't know a whole lot right now about the Mavs either. The two guys I have the most interest in are Dennis Smith Jr. and Luka Doncic. So for the Spurs, we know DeJounte Murray's out for the season, and they also lost Derek White. He's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. So starting at point guard tonight is Bryn Forbes, someone you can look at as a punt play for sure. So for the Magic, I'm going to read a tweet here from, or a quote from Steve Clifford that he said he's going to use his team's last 3 games, starting with tonight in Miami, to stretch out starters and main rotation guys. Starters are likely to play 30 to 32 minutes. We saw that in the first game. The second game, they got limited a little bit, only about 25 minutes. I think they're going to get closer to 30 minutes tonight. So definitely can look at the Magic there. Not the best matchup, though, against the Spurs. The Nets, we don't have a whole lot of news on them, so I'm going to have to wait and see. For the Knicks, Enes Kanter's out, so they're going to be starting Mitchell Robinson, Ron Baker, Tim Hardaway Jr., Lance Thompson, Kevin Knox. The 3 I have most interest in are Mitchell Robinson, Kevin Knox, and Tim Hardaway Jr. So for the Atlanta Hawks, we know John Collins is out. That's about it. So we're going to have to kind of go wait and see approach to them as well. Miami, they ruled out Dion Waiters and James Johnson along with Wayne Ellington. So not a whole lot of news. We saw they rested their starters last game, and Bam Adebayo and Josh Richardson went off. I do expect the regular starters to be back tonight, so we'll have to wait and see, though, for news. For the Rockets, Clint Capella and Hartson are probable. Aaron Gordon and Michael Carter-Williams are questionable. We know we like targeting the Rockets. Mike D'Antoni runs the starters out there a lot, so definitely have interest in Capella, Chris Paul, and James Harden. So for the Grizzlies, this is a quote from J.B. Bickerstaff, their coach, that he says he wants to do a redo dress rehearsal for tonight. So that definitely has me interested in a few of the Grizzly starters. Probably Mike Conley and Marcus Gasol, the most interesting. So for the Nuggets, we saw their starters only got 12 minutes last game, and Mike Malone did say he wanted to run on one of the final 2 games his starters into the fourth quarter. We know that wasn't last time, so it's got to be tonight. So definitely have high interest in the Nuggets, and a good matchup here against the Bulls. For the Bulls, not a whole lot. We know Jabari moved to the second unit, and they're going to keep the starters the same as last game. Definitely guys I'm interested in are Bobby Portis, Jabari. And then for the Timberwolves and the Bucks, Wiggins is out and Jimmy Butler will not be playing. So this definitely opens up a lot for that offense. We know Thibodeau runs a similar rotation to Mike D'Antoni in the preseason. So definitely have interest in Karl Anthony Towns as well as Jeff Teague. For the Bucks, not a whole lot. The rest of their starters last game, we saw big games out of Christian Wood. I do expect the starters to be back tonight, so definitely have interest in Giannis Antetokounmpo. For the Kings, kind of a team I'm staying away from. We don't have a whole lot of news, and they're running a good amount of guys, so definitely a team I'm staying away from. The Trailblazers, Terry Stott said in one of the final 2 games that he wants to run his starters out their regular minutes, and Lillard said he would prefer to run 35 to 36 minutes. We saw they rested last game, so definitely have high interest in both Lillard and McCollum if they're going to see those type of minutes. So for the Lakers, we just got news here that LeBron, KCP, Rondo, Ingram, and Hart will rest tonight. So this opens up a whole lot here in a very fast-paced matchup here against the Warriors. The starting lineup is going to be Lonzo, Lance Stevenson, Kuzma, Beasley, and JaVale McGee. All guys you can definitely give a look to. And then for the Warriors, we know that Steve Kerr said that Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant, he would like to play him around roughly 30 minutes. Draymond will be back, but they're going to ease him back, so definitely not a typical workload for him. So definitely have interest in Steph, Klay, and Durant. The best matchup of the day here if they're going to see 30 minutes. So with all that being said, I'm just going to go real quick. Again, point out some guys who I have interest in. Definitely at the top here, Harden and Curry are 2 top guys. Both expect to see 30 minutes, so have high interest in both of them. Steph Curry has a better matchup here for sure. Let's see. We know Brandon Ingram is out. Damian Lillard, if he's going to see, if he's going to see 35 minutes, you have to give him a look at 7,000. Big discount here from Harden and Curry. Trae Young, 6,900. We know he's going to shoot the ball a ton. Not the best matchup here, and I think there's better ways to go here on the slate. Luka Doncic, someone you can look at 6,700 for sure. Jeff Teague with Butler and Wiggins out. We know the offense is probably going to run through Jeff Teague as well as Karl Anthony Towns at 6,100 here. Not a bad price tag at all. Lonzo Ball, someone I have high interest in here with all those guys out. Expect him to see 25 to 30 minutes. And in a fast-paced matchup here against the Warriors at 5,900. Someone high consideration for cash and GPPs. Colin Sexton you can give a look at with all those guys out at 5,700. Someone for GPPs for sure. Let's see. Anything else of interest down here? Clarkson's another guy that should play. They didn't rule him out. So at 5,100, we've seen what he can do in minutes with the Lakers. With all those starters out, someone you could consider there. D-Rose, probably be the third guy here with T and Cat. But at 5,000, not a bad price tag for him. Alonso Trier has been very productive off the bench at 4,900. Good matchup here against the Nets. I don't know if we have to go there, though. So, yeah, let's look at shooting guard real quick. So, Klay Thompson at 7,200. Don't know if I want to go there. I think I'd rather pay 800 more and get Steph Curry. But he does. I mean, it is a great matchup here. Let's see. DeRozan. We don't know. Popovich has been... he did run the starters out there a decent amount last game. But I don't expect that again here tonight. I'm going to pass here on the Spurs. CJ McCollum, if him and Lillard are going to see those minutes, you definitely have to highly consider him at 6,700. Hardaway Jr., with Cantor out, we know he's going to shoot the ball a ton. 6,600 here. A little pricey, but good matchup. Someone you can consider. The Hornets, we're going to have to wait and see with them. Let's see here. Will Barton, 5,700 is a very good price tag here. If the starters are going to see minutes into the fourth quarter, someone I'm definitely considering. Probably Jokic would be my first, and then followed closely behind by Will Barton are the two Nuggets that I have the most interest in. Josh Richardson, we saw him go off with all the starters out. I do expect most of the starters to be back tonight. He got a pretty significant price bump here. So I think I'll pass for now on Josh Richardson. Let's see. Is there anything else down here we can give a look at? Not really. All right, let's go up to small forward. So 8,600 Giannis. I do expect the starters to see 25 minutes. Pretty good matchup here against the Timberwolves. KD, someone I'm definitely highly considering here. If the starters are going to see 30 minutes and best possible matchup against the Lakers at 8,100. I really like Durant tonight. Ingram, we know Ingram and James are both resting. Aaron Gordon, starters should see 28 to 30 minutes. But not the best matchup here against the Spurs. I think I'm going to pass. Kevin Knox has been pretty disappointing. Has been seeing a lot of minutes, but has been up and down at 6,700 for sure. GPP viable. Kuzma, with all the starters out at 6,700. We know he's going to shoot the ball a ton. I like that price. So definitely you can consider Kyle Kuzma. Let's see. Trey Lyles. We know he's been very productive here in the preseason off the bench. 5,600, not a bad price tag there, but I do think the starters will see extended run, so I think his minutes get cut a little bit. And then let's see, is there anything else down here? Hold on, let me go to the Lakers real quick and see their price tags. So definitely you have to consider Kuzma. And then, yeah, okay, so their starters pretty cheap. Beasley, 4,300. We know when given the minutes, he can be very, very productive. Really like Beasley here. McGee, 4,900. Again, revenge game narrative, and same thing with Lance Stevenson. So I definitely think you got to get at least one of these Lakers cheapies in your lineup. So yeah, let's go back to power forward now. Okay, so we already talked about all these guys. Blake Griffin at 7,100. Not someone I'm really interested in. Drummond would be the guy. He's seen way more minutes than Blake Griffin. At 7,100, it's a little pricey. Bobby Portis, he's been inserted in the starting lineup last game. Had a very, very good game. We know he's going to shoot the ball a ton, and he's a point per minute monster. So definitely can consider Bobby Portis here against Denver. Jabari, we know he's going to get more usage here off the bench. So 6,400, him and Portis are both pretty interesting. Let's see here. Carmelo, we could give a look at him. Should see, 25 to 30 minutes. Not the best matchup here against the Grizzlies. 5,700 though, not a bad price tag. The Kings, if you're going to go there, I would go Bagley or Harry Giles. But again, the Kings are just a mess. They got blown out by the Jazz last night. And then let's see here. Anything else? You can look at the Warriors. The bigs, the cheaps, so Draymond is back. He will see limited minutes, so that's going to cut into Jordan Bell, Damian Jones, those guys. So yeah, let's look at center real quick. So at the top here, we got Karl-Anthony Towns at 8,500. Very good matchup here against the Bucks. We know Brook Lopez doesn't play much defense. And with those, with Jimmy Butler and Wiggins out, you have to highly, highly consider Karl-Anthony Towns. Drummond, he's just been getting an absurd amount of minutes here in the preseason. Matchup here against Ante Zizic. He should have a very, very good night at 8,300. Vucevic, we know those starters should see 30 minutes. Not the best matchup here against the Spurs, 7,600. Whiteside, I fully expect him to be back. I would guess, 23 to 25 minutes for him. He's been very productive here in the preseason, so you can give a look there. Nikola Jokic, just way too cheap here at 7,000 here against Chicago. I think he's my lock of the day here. Definitely going to have him in my lineup if the starters are going to see those minutes into the fourth quarter, like Mike Malone said. Let's see. Nurkic, we know CJ McCollum and Lillard should see extended run, and that same thing goes for Nurkic here at 6,800. You can definitely consider him. Aldridge, I'm just going to pass on the Spurs. I don't trust Greg Popovich. Marc Gasol here at 6,300. Didn't get that high of a price bump. We saw he was 5,900 the other night. It was just way too cheap. I had to play him. 6,300 here. We know that it's going to be a pretty fast-paced matchup. So Marc Gasol at 6,300. You definitely have to consider him. Bam Adebayo, we saw what he did with those starters out. I do expect the starters to be back, though, so I don't think we have to go there with Bam. Cody Zeller's been starting at center for the Hornets. He's been pretty productive here at 5,200, someone you can look at. And then, yeah, again, JaVale McGee with all those Lakers starters out. Revenge game narrative, too. I really like that price tag. I definitely think you have to get a couple of these Lakers cheapies in your lineup. Okay, so that was going through all the players. Now let's go through lineup construction. This is going to be a first look lineup. Will not be my final lineup. I really like the centers again today. I think the two-center approach is the way to go. Jokic, I think, is my lock. And then I really like Cat. I really like Drummond. Nurkic is a nice pivot off them. Gasol is just too cheap. This is tough. Let's just go with Cat right now with all those guys out. So at the point guard position, Harden and Steph Curry, it's hard not to like them. I do give the edge to Steph, though, with a better matchup here against the Lakers. So let's throw Steph in for now. So we got 5,300 remaining, so we kind of got to go a little cheap here. See, Will Barton, I really like the Denver starters, him and Jokic, 5,700. Let's plug Will Barton in for now. Oh, real quick, guys, one guy definitely I skipped here in the centers is Mitchell Robinson. We saw he was very, very productive in the Summer League. And at 4,500, he's got the block steal upside and the best possible matchup here against the Nets. So someone I'm highly, highly considering as well. So yeah, let's get right back to it here. Small forward. Really like Durant. Kuzma. Can't go wrong there. Let's see. Can we get Durant here? 4,200. It's going to be tough. Power forward. Let's see if we can get one of those Lakers cheapies in here. Let's go Michael Beasley. 4,200 remaining. Can we get Lonzo? I don't think so. No. I don't think we can get Durant or Steph. I don't think we can get both. Let's keep Durant. Let's get Steph out of there. Let's put Lonzo in at point guard. So we got 5,200 remaining. Let's see here. Forwards. See what it's looking like. Like Bobby Portis. Like Kuzma a lot. Miles Bridges has been pretty productive off the bench here. Same thing with Trey Lyles. Let's try and get... Can we get Bobby Portis? 4,000? I don't think so. Okay. Let's go with... you could give a look to Taj Gibson here. I didn't really talk about him, but with Jimmy Butler and Wiggins out, you definitely can consider him. So let's just throw in Taj for now. And then we got 5,400 remaining at guard. Let's see what we can get there. Let's see. So we know Josh Hart is out. Gary Harris definitely can consider. Ish Smith, if Reggie Jackson's out, you can give a look at. Not a whole lot I'm liking here. I guess for now, let's just throw in Gary Harris as a little first look lineup. So we got 3 Nuggets, a couple Lakers, Warrior, and a couple T-Wolves. So yeah, not going to be my final lineup, guys, but just a first look here at what roster construction will look like. But yeah, that's going to do it here for today's video. Like I said, if you guys have been enjoying the content, please like this video and subscribe. And I will be continuing these videos into the regular season. So I believe the regular season starts on Tuesday, so I will see you guys then. Thanks.